brahmasmi devanam asmi bhasava indriyanam manaschasmi bhutanam asmi chetana. Consciousness has a Sanskrit word called Chetana. And Chetana is not an action. Consciousness is not a thought. Consciousness is not a quality. Consciousness is beyond thoughts, beyond quality, and beyond all the actions of the universe. And therefore, it is different. And when you want to know who you really are, then you have to leave your things one by one. And what is finally left in you is consciousness. And from gross to subtle, there are 7 stages of consciousness. And those 7 stages, you have to understand how your life is governed. Your life is always governed by 3 powers. 3 powers. One is actions, which is your actions are dependent on your physical strength. Then another one is emotions and wisdom. So you can say the whole universe is Shaktimaya. And 3 Shaktis governs the whole universe. And those 3 powers are power of strength, power of money, and power of wisdom. Wisdom, wealth, and strength are the 3 powers by which this universe is governed. And these 3 powers creates these 7 stages of consciousness. The first stage is called awakening stage. Second is called dreaming stage. Third is called sleeping state. And fourth is called beyond 3. And beyond 3 in Sanskrit is Turiya. And in English it is called transcendental consciousness. And then the 5th consciousness is called cosmic consciousness. 6th is called divine consciousness. And 7th stage of consciousness is called unifying consciousness, or it is also called non-dual consciousness. So let us start from gross towards subtle. The first one is called awakening stage. Jagrat avastha it is called, it is awakening stage. Second one is called dreaming state. Third one is called sleeping state. Fourth one is called beyond 3. That is transcendental stage. Fifth one is cosmic state. Sixth one is divine state. And seventh one is non-dual or unifying state. Yeah. Now it may not be possible for me today in this limited time to explain all of them, but I'll try to explain at least 3 or 4 of them so that you can. The first, everyone thinks that they are awake. So everyone thinks that they are in the awakened state of their consciousness. But how many of us are really awake? It is only 5% of the population. You are sitting here, I am sitting now thinking about how my girlfriend will look in the future, how will I marry or will not marry. That means you are not awake. When you are living in the past or living in the future, that means you are not awake. And your eyes are open, but still you are dreaming. You are in the thoughts. You are into imagination. And if you are doing that, then you are not in the state of consciousness called awakening state. Otherwise, in case you develop the capacity of living here and now, communicating here and now, that means you are into awakening state. Awakening state, you can see, you can experience, and you can talk about. Now, I want to tell you that there are 4 types of voices. The last one, when it comes out from our mouth and you lose the control, is called Vaikhari. The sound vibrations creates in our navel, in our Manipur chakra. And when they create in Manipur chakra, that time they are connected with Turiya. And it is called Paravani. Paravani, by the time it comes to heart, becomes Pasyanti. By the time it comes to your throat, to your tongue, before your lips, it is called Madhyama. And the moment you speak it out, then you lose the control. You have the control of your 3 vanis, but you do not have the control of your speech the moment you speak it. And then it is called Vaikhari. When you can communicate in Vaikhari and can remain in the present situation, here and now, that is called awakening stage. Second stage is sleeping state. What is sleeping state? When you are not awake and when you are not sleeping. Okay, that time the stage is that you are closing your eyes and you are thinking that you are sleeping, but thoughts are still running in your mind. Most of us need a sleep of about 7-8 hours because they don't really sleep. They keep dreaming. They keep thinking and their mind still keeps working. Maybe your eyes are open or your eyes are closed. It doesn't matter. And dreaming never occurs in the sleep state. Dreaming never occurs in the awakening stage also. When the dreaming occurs, that means you are neither awake nor sleeping. And that is where the dreaming state comes in. You know, you can speak in your dream. Only you can hear, others don't hear it. And sometimes in dream also you become so loud that others can also hear it. But most of the times your thoughts are running in during your dream. You are speaking to yourself during this situation when you are dreaming. You are speaking, but your voice is not coming out. So your voice is not Vaikhari. It is Madhyama. You can still think. You can still work in your mind. But it doesn't affect others. It doesn't affect anyone around you. That is called dreaming stage. Third stage of consciousness is called sleeping stage of consciousness. And you have to understand you are a body. Body is governed by mind. And mind is governed by two bosses. Mind has two masters. One master of mind is senses, and second master of mind is breathing. If you do not breathe, your mind doesn't work. Look, when you die, does your mind work? It doesn't work. You stop your breathing, do pranayama, do kumbhak, stop your breathing for 5 minutes, your mind will not work. And mind's boss is also the desires. And how mind fulfill these desires? By 10 horses. Mind has 10 horses. And 5 horses are this side, 5 horses are this side, and 5 horses are called sense organs, and 5 horses are called motor organs. So our mind has 10 horses. Now the real sleeping state is the state. Can you hear when somebody speaks? No. Can you see somebody when you are sleeping? No. Can you smell? If I bring a flower of rose and try to put to your nose, will you be able to smell it? No. All the senses shuts off. There are no senses which are working. So the real sleeping stage is the stage of consciousness in which you are not awake and you are not dreaming. If you are dreaming, you are not sleeping. If you are sleeping, you are not dreaming. So please remember, all of you who are dreaming, you try and understand there is a tension present in your mind, there is a stress present in your mind, there is a fear present in mind, there is a happiness present in your mind, there is a love maybe present in your mind. It doesn't allow you to sleep. It makes you remain in the dreaming stage. And real sleep, that is why we say in yoga, sleeping is called in yoga Yoga Nidra. And Yoga Nidra, how it is being done, you go in Savasana, slow down your breath, and you sleep. That becomes your Yoga Nidra. And Yoga Nidra is one when your hands, your mouth, your legs, your anus, your penis, nothing is working. When your eyes, your ears, your tongue, your nose and skin is not working. Somebody touches you, you will not come to know that somebody has touched you. And your mind is also not working. The real sleeping stage a normal human being cannot get. That is why he needs a sleep of 8 hours. If you really sleep 3 hours, it is sufficient. 4 is enough. More than 4 hours sleep is not needed if you know how to sleep. In this state, your voice is still present, but it is present in passanti state. You can feel it, but you cannot communicate it. And then, if you are able to cross these 3 stages, when you are not awake, when you are not dreaming, when you are not sleeping, then your spiritual journey starts. And this spiritual journey of yours is called Turiya. And Turiya in English is closer to transcendental. Okay? And the meaning of Turiya in Sanskrit is beyond 3. When we are neither awake, nor dreaming, sleeping, then we enter into Turiya. And Turiya cannot be attained naturally. For this, you have to practice yoga. For this, you have to practice mantras. For this, you have to practice meditation. And then only Turiya can be attained. And what is Turiya? When no thought is present in you. When breath is coming or not coming, it does not matter to you. And when there is no past and no future for you. You are not worried what I'll eat tomorrow. If you are worried what you will eat tomorrow, in which house you will live tomorrow, then you have not reached to the Turiya. Turiya is a connection between you and the universe. Here, you do not remain. What remains is the higher consciousness. Here, sound vibrations are present in your navel. You close your eyes, your disciple closes your eyes, your guru closes your eyes, and you will be able to understand each other without communicating, without even thinking. The Turiya is related to connection. Your thoughts will be understood by the thought of the other person. That is called Turiya. It comes into glimpses. It comes, it goes. It comes, it goes. It comes, it goes. And at certain stage of life, it becomes permanent. When it becomes permanent, that time it is called cosmic consciousness. And after this, you don't have to do anything. After this, the state of doing finishes. The state of being starts. You sit, you keep sitting, you will reach into divine consciousness. You keep sitting, you will reach into non-dual consciousness. This was in brief. I think I have tried to cover most part of it. But regarding 7 stages of consciousness, we have done several things. All those who are interested in knowing in details, in depth, they can join those courses and can understand it. But this is the basics of the 7 consciousness through which a spiritual person passes. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much, Coach. I didn't want to listen to it and really, yes, it was very beautiful.
Thank you.